Hey, good morning, everyone. Michael Fanning. This is warm up 446. A little crazy here this morning. My warm up today, there's a new book I'm reading right now by John Assaraf called Inner Size, and it's all about your brain and about achieving goals and about why some achieve and some don't. And so I'm just 2 chapters into it, but it was really interesting this morning because it's some of the stuff we teach, by the way, in our ninja class on day one, but have you ever wondered why you can set goals? That's easy, right? Setting goals, but how come so few of us achieve the goals? And he kind of broke it down. And so to kind of explain this to you, when you think about your brain, right? Your brain is really, you got your conscious brain and your non-conscious brain. And your non-conscious brain is the part of your brain that does way more than your conscious brain does. In fact, it controls 96 to 98% of our behavior. But here's the other thing that it does. It runs all of the biochemical operating systems in your body. And so it has really two big things that it needs to focus on, and that is keeping you alive, so safety, and energy efficiency. Because if it's going to make your heart beat and make your blood pump and make your body keep its temperature and grow your hair and heal you and keep you safe from cancers and all that kind of stuff, and then also at the same time run all your thoughts and everything else, it has to be efficient, because if it's not efficient, it uses way too much energy. And so what it does is it needs to get a system, or what we call a habit, or habitualization, or normalcy, if you will. Because when it's running in a normal mode where it says, hey, we just know this is how we do it, then it's much more efficient, and so it uses a lot less energy. So think about this. When you decide you're going to do something different, right? When you're going to make a change, and a difficult change, whether it be you're going to get in better health, you're going to start eating differently, you're going to try something really difficult in your job or in your career, right? Which requires lots of thought. All of a sudden your brain says, whoa, wait a second, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. And we're still trying to do all this other stuff. And the way he talks about it, equate it to your learning thermostat in your house. So if you have a thermostat in your house, right, and that thermostat, all of a sudden it gets really cold in the house, the thermostat says, hey, we know we've got a set temperature, right? We know we're going to try to stay right at 69 degrees or 70 degrees. So just kick on the heat. So it automatically kicks on the heat. Same thing happens if it gets too hot, it automatically kicks on and reduces the temperature down so that it stays at that temperature. And that's a thermostat. So your brain is kind of the same way. Your brain has this system where it goes, and he talks about this, kind of breaks it down. He says there's coherence and dissonance. Your brain loves coherence, meaning that it loves when everything's working right, so it doesn't have to use a lot of energy. And so if you think about it, when you decide to do something different that's not one of your habits, that's not something that you've been doing for a long time, your brain goes into what's called dissonance. And in dissonance, the brain doesn't like that. And so it's just like your thermostat. It says, whoa, wait a second. We are not at 70 degrees. We are at 75 degrees, and that doesn't feel good. We're at dissonance. Bring the temperature down. So your brain fights you on the things you want to do. So, you want to get healthy and you want to start working out. Your brain says, wait a second. We haven't worked out before, so why are you working out now? You're taking way too much energy. I got some other stuff I got to deal with. You got a cold this week. And, you got to take care of yourself, because we got to get rid of that cold. So you're not working out today. And all of a sudden it just starts making these changes that put you right back in what we call your normal, because your brain wants to live at normal. And so what you have to ask yourself is this question: is your normal where you want to be today? Because if it's not, you've got to fight that. And he calls it the gorilla, right? That part of your non-conscious brain is like a 400-pound gorilla, and it's going to try to run you the way that it's been running for a long, long time, because that is what he calls coherence. And when you try to make a change, so why is setting goals easy? Because that's easy to do, but actually making it happen. So what do we have to do? We have to reset the normal. How do you reset the normal? You reset the normal through habit, right? If you've got the new learning thermostats today, like I've got the Nest, right? If I keep adjusting it, I go and I adjust it, pretty soon it says, hang on a second, you had it set here, but you keep adjusting it to this level. Is this the new normal? And all of a sudden it'll think for itself and go, yep, let's reset to the new normal. Your brain's no different. If you run habits enough, if you stick with something long enough, if you keep doing it over and over again, your brain adjusts and gets back to that level of efficiency and energy saving and says, wait a second, this is our new normal. Here's the problem. Most of us don't stick with it long enough for it to become the new normal. We quit. We quit before the magic happens. So 2 things from this warm-up. Number 1, is that it's normal for you to not to fight the things that you're trying to change. It's going to happen, and you've got to push through it. You've got to have resilience. Number two, read the book. Read the book, Inner Size by John Assaraf. Pick it up, it's on Audible, and just listen to what he has to say, because he makes a lot of sense. And my goal is that to help you better, not just set your goals, but help you to achieve your goals. All right? Hey, everybody, make it a great day. Be awesome and help somebody. Talk to you later.